Around 200 people register for Made in Vietnam COVID-19 vaccine trials. Urban Metro project earns safety and environmental certification. Vietnamese expats in Thailand urged to contribute to bilateral ties. Vietnam listed in high human development category group according to UNDP new report. Biec to represent Vietnam at the 93rd Oscars. Good morning, this is FBNC News. Now, about 200 people have registered to participate in the clinical trials of COVID-19 vaccine Nanocovax, a health officer said on December 16th. Developed by the Nanogen Pharmaceutical Biotechnology John Stock Company and the Vietnam Military Medical University, Nanocovax is Vietnam's first COVID-19 candidate vaccine to reach the human trial stage. According to Nguyễn, Deputy Director of the Health Ministry's Department of Science, Technology and Training, 60 people aged between 18 and 50 will be selected among the volunteers for the first phase of the trials. The test will last for 56 days from the day given of the first injection. The participants will be under medical monitoring for 6 months. The Nanogen Pharmaceutical Biotechnology John Stock Company has spent 20 billion Vietnam đồng buying a health insurance package for the volunteers. If the trials show good results, the drug maker plans to administer Nanocovax to the public in May 2021. Apart from Nanocovax, Vietnam has several other COVID-19 candidates vaccines being developed by Biotech, Polyvac, and the Institute of Vaccines and Medical Biologicals. Repairs of Tan Son Nhat International Airport's runway, which is 3 kilometers long and 46 meters wide, has finished after nearly 6 months, according to the airport's management board. The runway underwent a 6-day trial run from December 15 to 20th before officially being put into service on December 31st. The runway's upgrade project began in late June this year, around the same time as the similar one at the Nội Bài International Airport in Hanoi. The upgrade project at Tan Son Nhat, the country's largest airport, has a total investment of more than 2 trillion Vietnam đồng, or over 86 million US dollars, including new rapid exit taxiways, parallel taxiways, improved signal lights, drainage systems, and other works on runway 25R07L. The upgrade is carried out in the 2 phases, with the first and second spanning 6 and 14 months. Vietnam's airports have been overloaded for many years, and the resultant damage has been evident in visible cracks and deformation and subsidence of the asphalt surfaces. 30 trains and other related components of Hanoi's Hanoi Urban Railway have been completely assessed and obtained a certification for technical safety and environmental protection.
The assessment, carried out by the Vietnamese registered authorities under the Ministry of Transport, inspected an extra compositions of each of the train equipment and components in both idle and moving state, and checked them against the approved planning and national standards on imported rail components. By passing the technical standards verifications, the vehicles have been certified to be operated. The inspections is in line with the national standard, examining 23 items in idles and electricity's power states, said a representative of the authority. After the independent French consulting firms, APAR Certified Trick Consortiums finished their assessments, the Vietnam registered authorities would have a final verifications and issues verifications proving the safety of the whole systems before the metro projects can commence official operations. The certifications announcement came 4 days after the project started whole system test runs on December 12th, lasting through the end of 2020, eyeing commercial operations by March 2021. During the 20-day trials, every day there will be a total of 287 train journeys running from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. from Gat Linh in Ba Dinh District to Hà Đông District. According to the design, the Gat Linh Hà Đông Urban Metro project has a main line of more than 13 kilometers elevated rail line, 12 stations and 13 trains. Each train has 4 cars, capable of carrying more than 900 people with a design speed of 80 kilometers per hour. But the commercial run speed would be capped as an average of 35 kilometers per hour.
Vietnamese ambassador to Thailand, Phan Chí Thanh, has urged overseas Vietnamese living in Chayapum, Sakhon Nakhon and Nakhon Phanom to contribute more to the development of these northeastern provinces and their homeland. During his visit to 3 provinces from December 11th to 15th, Thanh met with Governor of Chayapum Kapcha Bu Norana and Governor of Sakhon Nakhon Monsit Bay Son Thanawat. The visit aimed to boost cooperation between Vietnam and Thailand and learned about the life of Vietnamese people there.
The provincial leaders highly appreciated the Vietnamese community in Thailand, regarding them as a united community that has complied with local rules and made great contributions to the provinces where they live. The Vietnamese community has also played a part in strengthening the strategic partnership between the two countries, and they have not only obeyed local preventive measures against COVID-19, but also enthusiastically donated and supported local hospitals, as well as Thai families affected by the pandemic, the governor said. The governor said they want to expand cooperation with Vietnamese localities, especially those they share twin relations such as Quảng Bình and Hà Tĩnh. Governor of Chayapum, Kapchai Punorana, expected to boost ties with the central province of Hà Tĩnh in the coming time. The bilateral relations are growing strongly, with Thailand ranking 9th among foreign investors in Vietnam on the global scale and 2nd in Southeast Asia, only after Singapore. The ambassador expected the Vietnamese expats will continue making contributions to the development of Thailand and at the same time seek investment opportunities in Vietnam and contribute further to bolstering the bilateral strategic partnership. Thanh also encouraged them to step up education of Vietnamese language and culture for young people to know more about their fatherland and stay connected with their roots.
The Ministry of Industry and Trade (MOIT) is collecting opinions on the draft National Energy Master Plan for 2021 to 2030 to ensure national energy security. According to the MOIT, the local energy economy has changed rapidly in recent decades. Vietnam has exported crude oil, coal, and natural gas, making important contributions to the national budget in the last 20 years. The ministry also said energy imports have had a strong tendency to increase in recent years.
From 1997 to 2019, Vietnam's economy maintained a growth rate of nearly 7%, and its energy demand in the recent 10-year period increased 6.5% for primary energy, while demand for electricity rose 10.5% in the period. Deputy Minister of Industry and Trade Đặng Hoàng An said at a conference in Hanoi last month, to ensure adequate energy supply for social and economic development, as well as national defense, the ministry determined a national energy master plan is needed. The ministry said the National Energy Master Plan for 2021 to 2030, with a vision to 2050, is expected to build scenarios that will not increase energy costs, prevent energy from becoming a burden for the economy, ensure harmonized energy development, and contribute to promoting the country's economic development. The MOIT said the plan will ensure the harmonious development of energy subsectors, while also creating favorable conditions for state management in the energy sector. At the same time, most experts consider renewable energy a solution to the risk of electricity shortages and for sustainable and green growth in Vietnam, where cheaper thermal power has been harming the environment. According to the MOIT, there are more than 1,000 potential small hydropower developments across the country, ranging from 100 kilowatt to 30 megawatt, with a total capacity of more than 7,000 megawatt, the biggest capacity among ASEAN countries. However, due to climate change and droughts, many hydropower reservoirs could not work due to lack of water, while some construction projects have been delayed. The ministry will not allow developing super small projects with a capacity of below 30 megawatt, as they could not be the solution to national energy security. At the end of last week, Minister of Industry and Trade Tan Son Nhat and his Republic of Korea counterpart Sung Yun-mo signed an energy cooperation deal between the two sides at the 10th meeting of Vietnam ROK Joint Committee on Energy, Industry and Trade Cooperation, in which they will boost Korean investment and liquefied natural gas power and renewable energy projects, as well as cooperation in improving efficiency and safety of energy in Vietnam. MOT has publicized the draft and asked for comments on its website.
Vietnam has broken into the group of countries with high human development, but this remarkable progress has been accompanied with relatively high pressures on the planet. These are among the key findings of the 2020 Human Development Report, The Next Frontier, Human Development and the Anthropocenes, released on December 16th by the United Nations Development Programme in Vietnam in cooperation with the Ministry of Planning and Investment.
Deputy Minister of Planning and Investment Trần Quốc Phương praised the Human Development Index (HDI) report for introducing a new experimental index on human progress that takes into account country carbon dioxide emissions and material footprint, planetary pressure-adjusted HDI (PHDI). With the index, Vietnam, as one of the countries hardest hit by climate change, we have additional orientation foundations to issues and implement policies in response to environmental pollution and climate change. According to the new report, the COVID-19 pandemic is the latest crisis facing the world. But unless humans release their grips on nature, it won't be the last. Therefore, the report introduces the PHDI. It lays out a stark choice for world leaders to take bold steps to reduce the immense pressures that is being exerted on the environment and the natural world, or humanity's progress will stall. Vietnam HDI values for 2019 is 0.704, putting the country in the high human development categories and positioning it at 117 out of 189 countries and territories. Between 1990s to 2019, the country HDI values increased by almost 46%, which is among the highest HDI growth rate in the world. Vietnam has also been performing well in terms of gender equalities, with the Gender Development Index values of 0.997. It's ranked 65th out of the 162 countries and is the highest among 5 country groups.
You're watching FBNC News. Now, for more than 2 decades, Phạm Văn Thước has scoured Europe in search of historical church clocks, bringing them back to his home in Vietnam, where he lovingly restores them. He now has 20 clocks, many hundreds of years old, housed in a warehouse in northern Thái Bình province, where they fill the air with a cacophony of whirring noises, ticking and chimes.
Thước, who believes his collection is one of the largest in the world, said the thrill of building it up lies not just in the hunt to find beautiful old clocks, but also in figuring out how they work and how to fix them.
Tôi là Phạm Văn Thuộc ở Thái Bình. Tôi đã có hơn 20 năm sưu tầm cái đồng hồ công cộng. Và bây giờ cái bộ sưu tập của tôi đã lên đến hơn 20 chiếc. Và vừa rồi được tổ chức kỷ lục Việt Nam xác nhận là người có bộ sưu tập đồng hồ công cộng nhiều nhất Việt Nam.
Tracing his passion back to hearing the chimes of bells from French colonial era clock towers when he was a boy, Thước said he once spent 2 years befriending a European owner before convincing him to part with a particular clock.
Đến cửa mình nhìn cái đồng hồ của ông ấy mình đã thích rồi. Giống như khi mình nhìn lên một cô Hoa hậu, nhìn thấy nó rất là đẹp. Trông mà đúng cái con đồng hồ mình thích, mình nhìn. Tức là mình nghĩ đến nó nhiều, mình xem ở trên ảnh nó nhiều, nhưng mà thực tế để nhìn thực tế thì là lần đầu tiên mình nhìn thấy con đồng hồ này. Và mình thấy nó rất là ok.
He adds that he has yet to see 2 identical historical clocks, even when the clocks were made in the same year by the same manufacturer.
Mình với con này này, 1923. Và cái con này là con chạy có 3 tạ, máy tuần và chơi bản nhạc Westminster.
For his efforts, Thước has been recognized by the Vietnam Records Association as having the largest collection of public clocks in the country. And with electronic clocks now fast replacing mechanical ones in Europe, he hopes his collection can preserve a silver of vanishing history.
Có một con đồng hồ của Ý, tức là con nhiều tuổi nhất, 1750. Mình có lẽ cái điều mình thích nhất là cái mặc dù đã rất nhiều năm nhưng mà cái nó vẫn đúng ý nghĩa của nó là cái đồng hồ nó đếm giờ chạy rất là chuẩn và cực kỳ là chính xác. Mình thấy nó ý nghĩa vô cùng, bởi cái tiếng tích tắc nó đã qua đi thì mình sẽ không bao giờ lấy lại được nữa, và để cho mình nhắc nhở mình là thời gian là rất quý từng giây từng phút.
Vietnamese drama film Biec or Dreamy Eyes has been chosen to be sent to the qualifying round of the 93rd Oscars Academy Awards, said the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism. The film will be compete in the category of international film. The film was produced by Vietnamese-American director Victor Vũ. Biec tells the love story of Nhat, a rural boy from Quảng Nam province, and his childhood friend Hà Lan during their school years. When Lan turns to love a rich man but is betrayed, Nhat still stands beside her. The film is based on a novel of the same name written by best-selling children's author Nguyễn, Nhật. The book Biec was published in 1990 and it has been reprinted several times by the Youth Publishing House. It is the second successful work directed by Vũ based on Ánh book after the first one, Tôi thấy hoa vàng trên cỏ xanh, or Yellow Flowers on Green Grass, the winner of the Golden Lotus Award for Best Feature Film and Best Director at the biennial 19th Vietnam Film Festival in 2015. The 12th Japanese Film Festival JFF will take place in Vietnam from December 25th to January 22nd, 2021. The event will be jointly held by the Japan Foundation Center for Cultural Exchange and the Japanese Center for International Exchange. The festival is expected to screen 20 well-known Japanese films in different genres. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the festival will be organized in two forms: JFF Real Japanese Film Screenings at cinemas and JFF Online Japanese Film Screenings online. In Hanoi, the JFF Real is to be held from December 25th and to December 31st at the National Cinema Center. Tickets open for sale from December 19th. Meanwhile, the JFF Online will offer films free of charge in Ho Chi Minh City from January 13 to January 22nd. It has come to an end of FBNC News this week. Thanks for watching and we'll look forward to seeing you again next time. Goodbye.